I really like that idea of like kind of planning for the future and longevity. In my practice, I work with a really wide range of age ranges, and I think that's the biggest thing. What I've noticed the difference between moms that are in their 30s and maybe early 40s versus moms with teenagers that are 50, and then some 60-year-olds that have grown up kids. They're actually not really talking about the necessarily like physical changes in their body. What they really want to do is all those activities that they're really enjoying. So, we always set goals. So one of my clients has a goal of, well, we're going to Europe this summer. We're biking all around. I want to make sure that I can get up those hills. So it becomes like things that they're going to enjoy in their retirement or continue doing. And I think we sometimes get so caught up in just focusing on right now when we start. But then when we start to think about how is this going to affect me 10 years from now, 20 years from now, is the activity that I'm doing actually serving me? Why am I, and I think a lot of times like people go to the gym and they feel like they need to punish themselves. They need to like feel like they're going to throw up or they're like really, really sore. Well, is that really going to be helping us 20 years from now? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, no, I agree. And my mom is older. I don't think she wants me to say her age. But she was always very active as a young adult, as a teenager. She ran track, she did sports and stuff like that. And she encouraged us, even as kids, we would go for family runs and we could never keep up with her. Like my mom was that mom, like jogging and singing, and we were all like, Mom, wait up. And like now that she's passed on that culture to all of us, and now we're the ones motivating her to get her workouts in, because now she's seeing her kids going to the gym and she's seeing her kids working out. She's seeing me work out with my kids, just like she did with me. And it encourages her to keep up, because she gets to be that grandma that can keep up with the grandkids. She gets to be that grandma and she has, things like she has high blood pressure and she has stuff that could make her less active, or she could use as excuses to be less active. But what she's found in her older age is that all that physical activity that she did in adolescence and allowed to carry into adulthood and now into as she gets older, it's making her quality of life so much better. She hasn't had to increase her medicine dosage in like 20 years, right? She doesn't have to go for like 6-month checkups she gets to live her life just like everybody else, just because she takes that time to put in that and she still works full time, so she doesn't have hours and hours and hours every day, but she makes it a priority. And I think that's why it's important for us because if we start now, then when we are 50 and 60, like you said, it'll still be a priority to us.